You finished your coffee already?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't even think I took like one sip out of mine.
Working on mine.
You goofball.
Yeah. I've been on the beers.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm
Yes.
Jess.
I'm Piper.
I'm Chris.
Mm.
Welcome.
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 I just like pushed my hood off. I know, you know.
I saw it. You got a big
You saw-
furry hood on.
You got hood hair now.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold. I'm cold.
Let's say you were looking Eskimo-ish.
A little bit.
It is.
Or like
it is a little icy in here.
And in just a few months, we'll be sweating our asses off.
Yeah, did we did this over the summer, right?
We
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Was it hot in here? I
Yes.
don't remember.
Yeah, it was a little toasty.
A little bit.
I'll have to wear the tank top.
You're gonna have to.
I got a
Show
big
off.
tank top.
Show off them
Got a
arms.
real big tank top I got to put on.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like
Up in the
I've
room.
been
Oh.
I've been so tired of this cold weather. Like it's just been like a midwinter.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I
it was
can't
so
wait for
warm
it
the
to
other
be
day.
warm.
It was like
Yeah.
60s, and then it dropped down again, and just
We got some snow,
a little bit.
but it snowed almost a foot when I was in PA. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
It was dope. And when I was driving home, it was actually snowing.
Ooh.
Well, where my dad lives, every time it says we're gonna get snow here, it gets snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a lot of snow last year, but I didn't get to build my snow couch.
I'm sorry.
You know, I wanted to because they wanted to snowboard a little, and I was like I was racing against the clock, so I was like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Plus, knowing me, I go there to record. First thing I do is break my
something.
arm.
Yeah.
Break an arm.
You know what?
I'd be so pissed. I'd be yelling at my bone.
I know you would.
I'd be yelling at my bones.
Fuck.
You piece of shit! How much milk do we gotta fucking drink? Yeah, but I was fine. I didn't
yeah.
snowboard, so I.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. My ass was hamburger meat.
That's
Sitting.
unfortunate.
I've never like sat and played guitar for 9 hours for like 6 days straight. Like it was a lot. My back should have heard me.
Yeah, I bet.
I've been watching a lot of these chiropractor videos.
Was
on
it
YouTube.
crunchy?
Those freak me out.
Yeah.
I don't.
Cipriano. You know Cipriano?
No.
I love the chiropractor
No,
videos.
those scare me.
I'm like he.
like there's certain things I can't watch. The chiropractic one, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because, like, you hear stories about like them doing an adjustment on someone's neck and the person has a stroke right after or some
Get
shit.
the fuck
No,
outta
they're
here.
not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to go to a
Yeah.
chiropractor.
Yeah.
It's like junk science, like junk medicine.
Junk's cool.
But like, it's not. It sounds cool,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah,
good.
the cracking sounds
It's
cool.
not good for you.
Well, how about this? How about I get the enjoyment out of it by watching other people
You know, then that's harmless.
Stroke
It's
out.
fine. I also can't watch pimple popping things because it makes like me. I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Have
when
you
I
ever
watch
seen
them.
botflies or mango worms?
I actually have the botfly ones. Are kind of
They're interesting.
The ones I saw one, it was up a cat's nostril, and
Oh
they had,
my
like,
God.
They had it was like that show. Ever watch that show, The Monster Inside Me, or
course.
The Monsters Inside Me, or whatever?
Yeah.
It's always like a flies in someone's head, and they're like, I can hear it at nighttime. It's like,
Get
my
the
biggest
fuck-
fear.
Come
my
on.
biggest
Yeah.
fear is having a fucking spider in my ear.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
that.
that has happened to people before, and like I have terrible arachnophobia. I would
Yeah.
fucking want to die.
yeah. Like you just,
I would
you
be
feel
like,
it.
what would be
What would be worse? You think hearing it or feeling?
I
it?
would be like, execute me right now.
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
ugh.
Yeah, I feel like the sensation.
Of like
If you could feel it, because you know, if a spider can fit in your ear, it's probably tinier.
Yeah.
And they're very delicate.
we could have a spider in
You
our
know.
ear right now.
Who fucking knows?
Oh my god, that scene in Chronicle where he like explodes the spider.
I was telling you about that. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
There is a scary stories to tell in the dark story about like this woman who has like a weird zit on her face.
Yeah.
And it winds up being like a egg sac.
spider.
Yeah, an egg sac spider. Egg sac.
See that I could read that.
I'm like,
Your
I'm
mother.
like, that's the.
Yeah.
And like,
a beautiful
I know
thing.
it would never happen because I sleep with earbuds in. Like, I listen to like white noise when I go
White
to
Nights?
sleep.
No, what if you can't hear a murderer then?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, no.
I
I wish I
he
could
caught
sleep
me
with them.
slipping. Oh
One
well.
of those one of those sleep masks. I wish I could wear one of those to sleep because I like the dark. But I'm so afraid. What if someone's like face is hovering
Yeah, you can't hear if your
inches
eyes are
from
covered.
mine?
Ugh.
I have
Well,
work-
my dog's in my room. I would sure hope she'd bite his ankles or something. She's a little ankle biter.
You know what I like in a movie? I like a scared dog.
Why?
I like dogs. No, not like that. I don't want the dog to be scared.
But the puppy is so cute.
No, but this is the thing. When something's so fucked up, the dog is like, I don't know what to do. Like that's. You ever seen a horror movie where you see like deer and fucking bears like both running in fear and they're not even eating each other? Mm-hmm. That's some scary shit to me. Where like all the animals of all the animals in the jungle are all running away at the same time. They're not even hungry anymore. That's some scary shit.
Yeah.
And like they did that, I'm pretty sure in the Blair Witch Project remake, which sucked ass. But there were certain details of it that I enjoyed, you know. When all the wolves are crying at night.
Just got a text from
that fucked me up.
From our supervisor tonight asking him like, can I call you in 10 minutes?
Nick?
I'm like, no. Who the fuck is Nick?
Nick?
No, not friend.
You hear that, Nick? You hear that?
Not friend to the podcast.
We're leaving that in.
Nick. This is
how she talks about you.
No, I love you, Nick.
She was saying, I'm not going to do anything. No more rom-coms.
No, Nick's a good friend.
That's a great idea, though, but I digress.
You think so?
I think it's great. I don't see anyone else doing that.
Well, that's what I said. I pitched it to him to be my co-host, like, first.
Uh-huh.
Hoping that, because I think he's funny.
Has he seen many rom-coms?
He's seen a handful, but that's why I think it'll be like the worse the movie, the better. I think it would be. Of course,
yeah, like Trainwreck or like, well, that wasn't that bad.
I liked Trainwreck.
Yeah, like honestly, dude.
No, but I'm talking like the ones that are like direct to streaming, like garbage.
Okay.
Because we watched one recently.
Like it'll be like Dear Samuel instead of Dear John.
But we did watch a movie with him the other night, Piper and I. Yeah. We watched Lisa Frankenstein.
Yes. Oh yeah, you guys didn't. Okay, you didn't tell me about this.
It was really cute.
It was adorable.
Yeah. He didn't really like it, but
yeah, he was a little hater about it.
He's like, the other sister's hotter or whatever. Like Nick.
I would have gone for her.
Yeah, like
see, he and I could have been high-fiving a whole movie.
He's so funny.
Shit. Next time.
It's okay, Nick.
Next time, well, I did.
Because I got a lot of drawing to do.
I know.
So I could use
you're bad at checking messages.
I fucking am.
It'll be like 2 hours later and you're like, yo, I just saw this.
Yeah.
Or my phone was dead.
When I bought...
It's so bad, dude.
My phone was dead for days. It's like,
I'm an old man.
You miss your wife going into labor. You're like, oh my God, sorry, my phone was dead.
Like,
when
I sent you I sent you that recipe on vanilla wafer box, that one time you replied back like a day and a half later.
Yeah, you were like, dude, they don't even make them anymore.
Yeah.
They're defunct. But I will try to be more available.
Because you're a goofball.
Yeah, like once I go home, dude, and I
just always keep your phone charged.
You're right.
You should always keep your phone charged.
You know.
At least 50%.
Just in case.
Just every night as you're going to sleep, plug that bitch in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that'll help?
Yes, I do.
You think that'll change
I think
for the better? You think that'll
I think
things
part
in my
of
life
the things about being a grown up is you got to make sure you have your phone charged.
I found out.
What about
what?
Like can I still pee with the toilet seat down? Do I have to put that up?
I don't live in your house, so you do.
I do. I'm fucking kidding.
You do.
And you know what I do? I put it down right after because I have a house full of ladies.
That's nice.
And I know how to act.
That's really nice of you.
That is very nice
of you.
I'm
not scum of the earth.
Yeah, well, can you teach my son how to lift the lid on the toilet seat because he pisses all over everything?
I keep hearing that shit. We're like, dude, just put the fucking seat down yourself. Do it because you love her.
Yeah.
It's not about who's it easier for. Yeah. Just fucking do it because it takes 2 seconds and it might make someone happy. It's like a small thing in life.
I keep the lid up at my house because my son just won't do it. So
the amount of times I've walked into the bathroom.
Yeah, well, he's kind of got a free
It's better.
pass.
It's probably up, to be honest.
The amount of times I've walked into the bathroom at work and the toilet seat's up, I'm like, oh my fucking God, put it down.
I kick it down with my foot.
Me too. But I'm like...
I use my teeth.
I'm bringing my shoes.
He uses his tongue.
I do it very slow. I try to make no noise when it hits the...
Gross.
I'm like, but I'm bringing my shoes into my house too. Like, I don't want the fucking dirty toilet seat germs.
What's worse,
in my
toilet
house?
Seat up, or when you go to sit down to pee? This happens to me all the time, and I'm sorry, it's gonna be gross. I go in the bathroom, and there'll be a fucking pube on the seat. And I'm like, God damn it!
Who's plucking?
No, they're just falling out. I don't know whose it is, but I usually.
I'm balls dead.
I usually because I'm usually. By the time I get to the bathroom, I'm like, I have to pee so bad. I pee like once a shift and that's it. But I'm always like, like blowing it off. I'm like, ugh, disgusting.
Just bring the duster in there.
That is why the reason I take like 5 minutes in that fucking bathroom is because I'm putting toilet paper on the seat before I sit down because I'm such a fucking germaphobe.
That's why our toilet's always clogged.
We should take one and then we compare everyone's eyelash color.
Ew.
And that's how we find the culprit. And if it's mine, I say, oops, I dropped it.
Oops.
I don't know where it's at and I can't find it. I dropped it on the...
I don't know. I have a feeling it's one of two people that hide in the bathroom every time.
It's nasty.
I don't know. When you work in a place that only has one toilet, don't go in there and like make a home.
Yeah,
no.
Don't like you know what? I'm gonna finish this article.
Someone's been stealing my hair. I found a nest.
Yeah.
Found a nest behind the toilet. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, so gross.
The bathroom spider that was in my hair that one time is building a house. Yeah, I was fucking sitting on the toilet at work, and I just like look up, and there's a fucking spider in my hair. I wanted to die. I wanted to die. I was like, no, thank you, no, thank you. It was like the scariest.
I love spiders, but I get it.
Oh
God,
I get it.
Chills.
I was just like, no. And I was so glad I brought my comb with me that day because
You just combed it to death?
I ran to my purse when I left the bathroom and I combed my hair out. I was just like, anything to like make me feel less gross about this.
Oh, God,
you get
chills.
the legs
All right,
and the gristle.
Yeah.
I don't like that's okay.
You don't
No,
like legs?
thank you.
I don't like spiders.
Okay.
Like
What
like
about
one
a
time
centipede?
I was making my son's bed one day. Like my boys, I was straightening up their blanket.
Spider stories.
Yeah, and I thought I was picking a fuzzy off of a blanket. It was a fucking spider. I picked it up with my bare hand.
That's crazy.
And I just, oh God. All right.
Ever since like the dog has been like staying in my room and everything, every time there's a spider in my room, I kill it because like I don't want to chance it being a fucking poisonous one and it biting her. Like the spider can bite me all at once. I don't really care.
Yeah, they're rare, but like they do exist.
But if my dog dies because some 8-legged freak bit her,
David Arquette.
I am going to I'm going to turn into Batman. Vengeance. Vengeance.
Spider Slayer.
What is that? That Rio
de Janeiro?
No,
the Sol de Janeiro.
The Sol de Janeiro that attracts wolf spiders.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a perfume lotion company kind of thing from Ulta.
Yeah, they came out with a body lotion and like the pheromones in it like attract wolf spiders.
I want it.
No,
I want it. Yeah, I had a wolf spider.
If I ever
do we have wolf spiders here though?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah.
Hajna carolensis.
No, thank you.
If you buy that shit and you wear it, and if I'm working a shift with you and there's a fucking wolf spider next to me, I am punching you in the face.
See, they're harmless. Like they're kind of weird because some species will they'll create a burrow.
Harmless.
They'll create a burrow. But some other ones hunt, so that's why you'll find them in your house a lot because they seek food, so they're not stationary.
I don't care if they're harmless; they look terrifying.
Like,
I'm not gonna kill it.
I'm glad we don't have huntsman spiders.
Those ones are.
I don't like those either,
dude. They're not even poisonous; they're harmless as well. But they're massive and they're very quick. They're one of the like faster tarantula species.
No, thank you.
Well, I guess they're a spider. I don't know if I don't know if they're.
What's the difference?
Well, tarantulas like usually have like they're less harmful in terms of venom. If you're talking about old world spiders versus new world,
the furry ones.
Furrier, yeah, they use brute strength versus venom. But if you're talking about old world tarantulas, which means that they're from Asia and Africa, those don't have a first line of defense because the ones from Chile, Brazil, South America, and North America, they can kind of throw hairs from their abdomen at you.
What the fuck?
They can like kick their back. They can kick their But the old world tarantulas, they can't do that. So their first line of defense is just pure aggression. So if you have the tarantula I have, the Socotra Island baboon, that's from old world. So, but she's not that aggressive, surprisingly. Like she doesn't really like defense posture ever. She's pretty tame.
So
I don't hold her though. I don't handle her.
So it's like a porcupine like deal.
In a way, yeah. They can throw hairs, and if you're like a smaller species, like let's say you're like a similar sized tarantula or just another like a rodent, they can kick the hairs backwards and it can get into your eyes, into your nose, and it has the same effect in a way of like fiberglass. So it can kind of
you're
just
like
cause
all
itching.
itchy and shit.
Yes, yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
Mine, because I used to have two rose hair tarantulas, and they were my first ones ever because I didn't really like spiders until I like fed them and like nursed them and stuff, and I had a lot of respect for them. But those ones, yeah, like there was one time where I was opening the enclosure and she like started kicking at me. But I wasn't itchy or anything, and she didn't really get me, but I saw it happen, and it was actually pretty cool. But you could see like a little bald spot if they do it a lot, and you know, if they're doing it a lot, they're very stressed.
We talk about spiders a lot on this show.
We do.
I'm sorry. What's kind of creepy? I'll shut up. They're cool.
No,
I like them.
I know you do.
But I also like ants. Ants are probably my
I
favorite
know.
animal.
You really like ants.
They're so cool.
I'm surprised you don't have an ant farm.
I used to.
Yeah.
I will in the future. I have a design planned for one, and I'm really excited.
I was like-
excited
I bet.
because it's naked. There's gonna be no top. But I
this
have a
might
way
sound
that
really-
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome. Where it's like a centerpiece of a room. It's just a big ass piece of driftwood where you can observe the ants.
This
And,
might sound
you know.
really evil of me, but did anyone else when they were little like stomp anthills?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
You know why?
Okay.
Because I wanted to see them scramble. I wanted to see them panic and look for their kids.
Hear them scream.
Yeah, it's like the voice changer. It's
Oh God.
I'm gonna trap you in your house.
yeah, dude. Have they ever made an ant themed horror movie? I don't really have.
A Bug's Life. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Bugs Life. Yeah.
Woody
Honey, I
Allen.
Shrunk the
Yeah.
Kids.
Honey, I loved Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I want to sleep in a Lego so bad.
Do you?
Yes.
But when they got to like the oatmeal cream pie thing in the yard, remember? The
Oh my
kid?
God, they just dug in.
And I was just like, that looks like so much fun.
Oh, dude,
Going down like the grass slide.
so fucking fun, dude. So
You
ever
watched that, right?
Have you ever seen The Borrowers
I probably have.
with John Goodman? They're like
I
tiny
think
people
a
that live in
long
a
time ago. Yeah.
There was an episode of Gravity Falls where like Dipper finds like a ray gun that like it's like a crystal that he attaches to like a ray gun, and it shrinks him and Mabel. And like the whole premise of the episode is that like Mabel's the younger twin, but she's taller than him. So she keeps making fun of him for it. So he like gets the ray gun to like be taller than her and everything, and then like the evil guy like finds the ray gun and then he shrinks him really tiny and like puts him in a jar, and he's like,
Suffocates them.
Gravity Falls is dope, honestly.
it's
not a bad
such
show.
a wild show. I love it.
Yeah. You gotta watch more cartoons.
I've told you how I feel.
Did you watch Smiling Friends?
What is it?
Smiling Friends?
No.
I think you'd like that.
What's Smiling Friends?
It's a show about these two guys who work for a company where they get assigned a kid every episode and they have to go make him smile. And it's like, I don't know if you probably don't know who like Oni Cartoon is or like Psychic Pebbles or any of them, but it's a great show. It's fucking funny.
Chris, do you know what Happy Tree Friends is?
Of course, yeah. I remember when that was
That's
like
just wild.
little shorts on Newgrounds back in the day.
I
Newgrounds.
don't know. I used to watch cartoons. I still love like Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Doug.
Tom and Jerry and stuff like that.
No, I was never really a big Tom and Jerry girl.
What about like Rocko's Modern Life?
Loved Rocco's Modern.
I love the way they're drawn.
I loved
That's
All
like,
Real Monsters.
Yes.
You want to
yes.
know what I don't understand?
Hey Arnold.
Hell yeah.
When people like when people talk to me about cartoons and then they're like, "Oh, my parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob." Like what do you mean?
Yeah, like
My
I
mom
couldn't
used to
watch
let me watch-
Fear.com. That's what I
Like
couldn't watch.
when I was 7, I was watching Madonna's Truth or Dare. Or
Yeah, yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture
I'm
Show. I
like-
remember renting that like when I was in kindergarten from the video store.
I found
like,
that
on
late.
my request. I remember because like I was not sheltered.
Did you know of it? Like, did you see a
Yeah,
trailer
my
for
mom.
it?
No, my mom like I would watch it with her, and then
It's not even that bad. Like, it is
No.
kind of for a child. Maybe
it's really
I
not.
It's a little bit of
but
sexual
like
themes,
I
but
was,
it's not that.
I was
bad.
allowed to watch because my mom was young. You know, she would watch what she wanted to watch, and I would watch it with her. So I, you know, being 5 years old, I think my favorite movie was Honeymoon in Vegas, with like which still hits.
I was
Amazing.
Leprechaun, Evil Dead. I was like,
Yeah.
Mom, please. I'm eating Frosted Flakes, watching fucking.
No, I love
homegirl get wrapped up by a tree.
Poetic
My
Justice
crazy
when that
shit-
came out. Loved it.
Yes.
My crazy shit was like fucking unrestricted, like 2010s internet access, like the fucking snuff films and everything.
She's
Like,
got us beat.
like fucking
That's
live leak
a
and shit.
little-
No, thank you.
Ooh.
Watching
Yeah,
people. Watching,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
You know, like when I have dinner, I love watching
Yeah.
Live Leak and.
Yeah. Eat some beaver nugs.
Yeah.
No, but dude, like I love. Well, maybe because I grew up before access like that, so I don't blame you. And I know there's a lot of kids like that. And at least, hey, I mean, so far you're not a
it's like
serial
fucking,
killer.
It was like fucking Wild Wild West back then.
Yeah,
It was like, no.
that's a good movie too, by
Yeah.
the way. You ever watch that? Shit, that was good.
It's like, it was just like,
I'm just listening.
It's just like I want to
Well,
slap
well,
I want to slap the HP monitor out of 7-year-old Mia's hands and be like, "Do not watch that.
Dude, old YouTube before you could subscribe.
Do not watch
It was
that."
just YouTube.
Yeah, with the fucking 5-star rating system.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen? Oh yeah, dude, for real, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the original YouTube video that was ever posted?
No.
Me at the zoo.
Yes, Me at the Zoo.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it's classic.
The first
It's just
ever
it's
YouTube
just like
video.
two guys at a zoo or some shit.
Yeah, there's
Looking
like
at monkeys.
there's like a scene and they're like I think it's like a giraffe exhibit and they're like talking about the giraffes. They're like, the giraffes are so cool. They're
Whoa.
so cool.
It's like dark. I don't know why, but it has this dark feeling to it.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, oh wow, look at us now. It's
filmed on a
fucked
camera.
up.
like no,
Yeah, kinda like that. Yeah, like
it's
a
just
fucking-
like it's just like the eerie like, oh shit, like
Look at us now.
like the yeah.
Yeah, and now you have people doing mukbangs in their car.
Fucking,
And I'm
which
just like,
is like
fuck.
fucking mukbang ASMR true crime. Like, this lady was murdered. Like, if like, like, if I ever
Murder
get
mystery mukbang.
if I ever get killed, and some
If-
fucking millennial on YouTube sits down with a mukbang and is whispering into a mic and uses the word Piper was unalived, I am coming back and haunting that
I'll do
motherfucker.
it for
I am
you.
haunting that bitch.
It'll be me. Just being like,
It'll be me.
just being, well, Piper, well, that dumb bitch.
Hey, you want me to put some reverb on that?
I'm like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, ready?
Ready?
Well, actually,
Tell me when.
I gotta stand up. I gotta be a producer.
Piper's was snuffed out. Uh-huh. Okay, ready?
Dude, it sounds like you're in a massive bathroom by yourself.
Yeah, just eating.
Just shitting and eating beaver nuggets.
like the fucking sitting and smiling guy on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll show you before I pop out of here. I'll show you what it sounds like.
Oh, God.
'Cause
Jesus.
No, leave it as a nice little surprise for me.
It's like it's like and like also the phrase unalived. I'm like I get it. You're trying to like censor yourself so that you still get paid for your video and everything. But also like don't dumb down someone's murder like that. It is so insensitive. Jesus Christ.
And
Well,
like stop.
Make sure that I love Dateline. I love all of the anchors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I make Keith Morrison do mine.
Who the fuck is that?
Keith Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Keith Morrison is?
I'll look him up.
All right.
I'm trying to
Or
think of all
Lester Holt.
I just
I
went
like
through
him
all the
too.
Keiths I know.
I
know
Keith
about
Morrison
none.
is like
Keith David is the only one I know.
Keith Morrison was actually Matthew Perry's stepfather.
Oh,
Wow.
Keith Morrison is the one my mom is creeped out by.
I love Keith Morrison.
Have you ever seen the weird cranberry thing with Matthew Perry?
No.
There was like a bunch of weird cryptic posts he was making. And he posted like a picture of like 3 cranberries and said something cryptic and said like, because he made a post prior. I could be, okay, so you correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. This is just off the cuff, Chris, unfiltered nonsense. So maybe you can help me clear it up.
Sure.
He made a status or something on Instagram one day saying it was like a bat signal. And he's like, if you ever see this, like, no, there's trouble, right? And then he posted like this picture of like a bunch of cranberries on a countertop or something, or in his hands. And he said something like #Batman and something about cranberries. And then he died in a hot tub similar to the vocalist of the Cranberries. Didn't she drown? Pretty sure she died in a bathtub. And it was like a weird cryptic kind of, I mean, I could be reaching.
I think you're, no.
But I'm also not remembering all the details. Because when I heard it, when I watched the video on it, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
You know?
No.
What I'm trying to say is that Matthew Perry was murdered.
My God.
He knew.
No.
He knew.
Keith, don't listen to him. You're going to cover my case.
I'm Gary.
Gary.
Who the fuck is Keith?
Gary,
You can call me Keith. It's right. Kind of like it.
Fuck. I'm still sick, Gary.
Once I try it on, I gotta buy it.
Oh, no. You break it, you buy it, Gary.
Jesus.
Okay. But we can,
Yeah.
I thought it was. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I should fucking look into it.
Do a little research.
Christopher's expose.
Yep.
No.
Are you
Skeeter Hansen's already taken, so I gotta think of
Skeet Hansen?
Skeet Hansen.
Yeah.
You've just been skeeted in 4K.
And the person's like big. I love when Big Herm was like, "Oh man, all right." Like he thought he was being punked.
Yeah, he thought it was
Like, just kidding.
who would do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's psychotic. To just even for a second think that you're gonna for real.
Come on,
and
Big
not to mention
Herm.
you just lost.
Come on.
Big Herm.
Yeah, I'll probably watch more when I get home.
It's
I don't
great.
know.
There's like a 4-hour supercut, and it was all like the highlights of the 2023.
Yeah. The one old rocker guy, he's brought the girl a Happy Meal. You didn't see that one?
I don't know. Was it the one with the Mike's Hard?
No.
Oh. There's a guy where he offers to take this girl to go see the Barbie movie, and he brings a Barbie.
What?
And they sold they didn't sell the Barbie, but they gave it away as like a raffle. So I don't know why you kind of want that.
No, but this guy, he thought he was gonna have this girl come sleep over with his daughter. He's like, "I'll give you a massage. Like, you never had a massage? Well, sometimes it can lead to things." Blah blah blah. It was disgusting.
Ew.
So wait,
Anywho,
was he like
that.
offering up his own daughter like in the chat logs?
Kind of like,
Like
you can just you can have a sleepover with my daughter, so like it won't be weird. You could stay at my house and all this stuff.
I think I did see that one.
And then he brought like a chicken nugget Happy Meal, and as Skeet's reading the chats back to him, he's eating the fucking Happy Meal. He's like, you know what? I really need a nugget right now.
There's some times where like they'll be like, Skeeter will be like, I'm hungry, so he'll like have the predator go get like him a frappuccino, and then when it comes to the house, he's like, that's mine, right? Yeah, because in the chat logs.
Because what are you gonna say? No, it's not yours.
It's all yours.
This.
You can take his too. Because by that time their appetite's ruined. They don't want anything. They don't even want water.
They're probably like, where's the toilet?
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, where's the window so I get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Oh God.
God's work.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you guys want to take another little spin on the wheel?
I would love to.
You would love to.
Spinning's fun.
All right. Well, crossed out 2 of the options, so let's see where we go today.
Yes. Ooh.
That is a good one.
Yes.
Okay.
You said you've been wanting to do
I've
that
actually
one for a
wanted to do
while.
this
I
one for a
can't see
while.
from my angle, so
We are going to be talking about Cassie Jo Stoddart.
Okay. I've never heard this one.
Cassie Jo, poor girl. She, I don't want to give too much away, but her murderers were inspired by a horror movie that they wanted to kind of recreate.
Interesting. There's only a few off the top of my head that I know that have that kind of detail. So may I guess?
Yes.
Should I guess now?
Yeah.
Slenderman?
No.
Slenderman, like it's his name?
Slenderman.
Not Slenderman?
Just like what were we saying before?
Spider-Man? Oh, no. Oh, Riddleman.
Yeah, Riddleman. Yeah, the Riddler. If you're gonna say the Riddler, it can't be
The Riddler.
The Riddler.
His name is actually Frankenstein.
Does Riddler sound better than Riddler? Because now that I'm saying Riddler sounds a little bit worse.
The Riddler?
Yes.
It's been pronounced Riddler since the end of time.
I know.
Since the beginning of time.
He's that old.
Since the fucking 30s when he was first introduced.
The Bible was his ultimate riddle that you figured out.
My dad's favorite version of the Riddler is Frank Gorshin. Mine is Corey Michael Smith from Gotham.
Mine's Jim Carrey because what the fuck was that?
He was a little strange little fellow man.
He was interesting. Jim Carrey in general is a fucking anomaly.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dad, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Frank Gorshin was actually friends with my dad's dad, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Which is
was that
pretty
Adam
cool.
West or who was that?
Yeah, Adam West Batman.
Sick, dude. And there's a lot of episodes of that, and I've seen next to none. So I gotta
it's
check.
crazy. It's so campy.
I love the color. Yeah, it's campy, and the color schemes are fucking amazing.
And it's self-aware, and it makes fun of itself, and it realizes how ridiculous it is, which is awesome.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Mm-hmm.
On September 22nd, 2006, Cassie Jo Stoddart, a high school student, was murdered by her classmates Brian Lee Draper and Tori Michael Adamczyk in her aunt and uncle's house in Pocatello, Idaho, United States. Stoddart's body was discovered 2 days later when her relatives returned home from their trip.
The perpetrators claimed that they were inspired to murder Stoddart by the slasher film Scream, which led to them being nicknamed the Scream Killers. Adam Chick and Draper recorded documentary-style videos about how they were horror movie fans, especially Scream, and wanted to reenact a similar murder in real life. They started a quote-unquote death list of other potential victims the day of Stoddart's murder, following their initial plan. Both perpetrators received sentences of life imprisonment without parole on August 31st, 2007.
Cassie Jo Stoddart was a 16-year-old student at Pocatello High School. She, along with Draper and Adam Chick, were 11th graders at the school. Brian Draper spent most of his childhood in Utah after he moved with his family to Pocatello, Idaho. He met Tori Adamczyk when they were both students at Pocatello High School. Both boys were interested in films and started recording on their own.
On the night of September 22nd, 2006, Stoddart was house sitting for her aunt and uncle, Allison and Frank Contreras, on Whispering Cliffs Drive in northeast Bannock County. The Contreras family was out of town and had hired Stoddart to come take care of their 3 cats and 2 dogs for the weekend. Stoddart was visited that evening by her boyfriend, Matt Beckham, who arrived around 6 o'clock p.m. I don't know why it's worded like that. I don't like that. Later, classmates Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk, who were both aged 16 at the time, came over to the house to hang out. Stoddart gave the friends a tour of the house, including the basement. The 4 teens went into the living room to watch the film Kill Bill Volume 2, but Adamczyk and Draper ended up leaving before the film ended, saying they wanted to watch a movie at their local movie theater instead. Stoddart and Beckham stayed behind.
Stoddart was unaware that before the boys left, Draper had unlocked the basement door so that he and Adamczyk could re-enter the house undetected. Sometime after leaving the house in Whispering Cliffs, Draper and Adamczyk returned to the neighborhood, parked down the street, got out of their car, and put on costumes consisting of dark clothing, gloves, and white painted masks. The boys quietly entered the house through the basement while the other couple was watching television in the living room. They intentionally made loud noises in an unsuccessful attempt to lure Beckham and Stoddart downstairs so they could scare them. Next, they found the circuit breaker and turned off the power in the house, hoping the pair would come downstairs to check the breaker. When Beckham and Stoddart did not come downstairs, the boys turned some of the lights back on.
Stoddart became uneasy after the temporary power outage, and Beckham noticed that one of the Contreras dogs kept staring down at the basement stairs, periodically barking or growling. Seeing that Stoddart felt scared, Beckham called his mother to ask if he could stay the night at the house with her to ease her mind, but she denied his request. Instead, she offered to let Stoddart come home with Beckham and stay at their house for the night, and she would bring Stoddart back to the Whispering Cliffs house the next morning. However, Stoddart felt it was her responsibility to stay at the house, as she was hired to do so and take care of the animals, and declined the offer for Beckham's mother.
Oh, so sad. At approximately 10:30 p.m., Beckham's mother picked him up, leaving Stoddart at the house alone. Beckham called Adamczyk's cell phone to see where he and Draper were, possibly to meet up with them later. Beckham said he could barely hear Adamczyk, who was whispering on the phone, and assumed the boys were in a movie theater.
From the basement, Draper and Adamczyk heard Beckham leave. The teens turned the lights out again at the circuit breaker and waited, hoping Stoddart would come downstairs to turn the lights back on. She did not. Eventually, the boys went upstairs. Draper was armed with a dagger-type weapon, and Adamczyk had a hunting knife, the weapons having been purchased at a pawn shop. Draper opened and slammed a closet door at the top of the stairs to scare Stoddart, who was lying on the couch in the living room. The boys then brutally attacked her, stabbing her approximately 30 times. 12 wounds were potentially fatal.
Could you even imagine
I have a
how
question.
scared that poor girl was?
Why?
Because they're fucking losers. Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna make our own horror movie. Like, like,
Well, what the fuck is the end result? You just go to jail and then you're just bored for the rest of your life?
They're so, like, it's...
Like
It
it's
was
just
complete,
so
like so
I mean,
dumb.
it's not supposed to make sense, but like Jesus Christ.
It's just like too.
What were you thinking?
It's just too very
Thank you, Dr.
Doctor,
Phil.
yeah, he heard that. It bothered him.
Really.
He was reading the newspaper. He actually put it down. Come over here.
It's just like two very antisocial boys doing terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
And
no.
The weirdest part, besides the slashing, is the lying in wait for how long? How long were they in this basement? Did they say?
Not too long.
No?
Not too long, because like they started terrorizing her pretty much like right after the boyfriend left.
No, but
Yeah.
they were already doing it when the boyfriend was there, wasn't
Yeah.
Were they not?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's maybe like 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's still fucking.
That's still a long time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But just and this girl, like she was like a popular girl, like super friendly, super like
Yeah.
didn't even really know these boys that well.
They were gonna
And
kill her
still-
regardless, like
Yeah,
or they were just trying to scare
they
her
were
and
they
then
were
kill her.
they filmed themselves talking and like, oh my god, we're gonna do it today. Like we're gonna do it
Yeah.
today. And they're like they see her at the locker. There's a video of it, and they're like, hey Cassie, and she's like, hi, like just
Yeah.
waving. Like
What year was this?
this was 2006.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's literally like a video of them like driving home after
they're
the
like, "I can't
fact
believe
and
we
they're
just
like
did it."
we just killed Cassie like
Yeah.
being like literally excited about
never heard
the
of this.
prospect
This
of them
is
murdering someone and it's like insane.
Have you guys ever like read or watched any of the diaries from the Bjork stalker?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Bro,
We'll talk about that one day.
please.
All right. During the investigation of the murder, police found that Draper and Adamczyk had recorded their plan to murder Stoddart in advance on videotape while they were at school. That we just talked about.
Yeah.
This video footage was shown at their trials.
Yes. Draper and Adamczyk were arrested on September 27th, 2006, and charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. During the interrogations, each teen blamed the other. Draper claimed he was in the same room with Adamczyk when Stoddart was killed, but denied stabbing her, then later admitted to stabbing her under alleged commands from Adamczyk. He led investigators to Black Rock Canyon, where the teens had partially burned and then buried the clothing, masks, and weapons they used for the murder. This is where police recovered a partially burned Sony VHS tape, which, after restoration, showed video footage of their plans to kill Stoddart.
How the fuck do you restore that shit, man? That's insane.
Yeah.
Probably like the SD card wasn't like,
They just blow it.
yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
They're
probably.
fucking-
All right. At trial, the prosecution revealed that Draper had said he was inspired by Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, who committed the Columbine High School massacre.
I love incels fucking inspiring other incels.
Yeah. Later, Adamczyk was said to have been inspired by the Scream horror film franchise. Draper was convicted on April 17th, 2007. Adamczyk was convicted on June 8th, 2007. On August 21st, 2007, based on being convicted of first-degree murder, each received a mandatory sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole and 30 years to life for being convicted of conspiracy to commit murder.
Adamczyk and Draper are both serving their time at Idaho State Correctional Institution, located in unincorporated Ada County, Idaho, near Kuna. In November 2019, Adamczyk's sentence was upheld after his appeal was denied by the Idaho Supreme Court.
By a big potato.
And that is the case of Cassie Jo Stoddart. I'm not going to read about their appeals or anything. They could both sit there and rot.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast. I think it was a Dateline or 2020 about her case, and they actually had one of the boys on. He's like, audio.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. I think about her every day. Blah blah blah. And like, that's not good enough. Like,
yeah. You better off just saying nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can
and
say.
her poor mother. Her mother died, like a year or two ago. Like, she got sick. But it's just terrible and so sad and so unnecessary. Like,
yeah. It's like, and this is not me defending them, but I feel like when there's a disconnect between fiction and reality, it's like you need mental help.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just like
identifying with movie characters.
Right.
Like that's
right.
dude.
Because there's a difference of being like, oh, that character is relatable, and being like,
Yes.
I'm gonna kill someone just like that character did.
And to me, that seems like they already wanted to, like, movie or not, you think they would have killed?
100%.
Because I'm not going to go Reefer Madness to be like, it was the movie's fault. That's insane.
No. They were
it's still on the
they were gonna
individual.
do something.
Because we've all watched Scream, but we haven't killed anyone.
Yeah, of course not.
Like,
And if they were already inspired by those Columbine dorks, then you know, it's just
and the documenting of it.
Those are not like. It's. It just makes me angry. Like, it's just like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
it's like who are you to play God?
And like, hey man, you're making
And that
horror
poor
movies look
girl.
bad.
Like, I can only imagine. Like, I don't even like being home alone as a 37-year-old woman, but to be a teenage girl in a house that's not even her own, just like having lights turned on and off, someone slamming a door upstairs, like.
I ain't coming downstairs.
Like she was
Horrifying.
16.
Get the fuck
Like,
out
like
of here.
she was 16, like 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's like, I'm not going downstairs. I've seen Scream.
Yeah.
She's probably like, no. Phone rings. She ain't answering.
So, and like that boyfriend, I can only imagine like how he feels. Like, first of all, and I know he probably felt a lot of guilt for not like staying with her or taking her, but he 100% would have been a victim too.
yeah.
Yeah. Because like,
They would have.
I mean,
the
worst
sad part
case,
is-
he takes the knives and she's able to get out.
I don't know.
Like he should.
No one knows. You don't. You can't. You know. You can what if to death.
I would be screaming run.
But
I'd be screaming
and
run
also,
as I'm
when her
kicking and swatting.
When her family got home, like her aunt and uncle, the first person that found her was like her little cousin.
Yeah, she was like 5.
That's why if I have a family, I'm going in first. I gotta clear the joint. I can't. You can't let your kids see a fucking, Christmas ornament or like some crazy shit.
It's so fucking crazy. It's like
It's so
like,
sad.
What like goes through your mind? It's like, because like it's just frustrating. Like there's no words to be able to be like, oh my god, like it's just so shocking that you can't put it into words. Like what that poor girl went through. Yeah. It's like
you can't even imagine.
Because their thought process of intimidating her, like they did before brutally murdering her.
Like if you were gonna scare her, then you just jump out and be like, haha,
yeah,
like we're here.
Be
Like, no, like
gotcha, spooked you.
Yeah, but that wasn't the plan.
Because at that point it's just straight up torture.
Yeah,
like psychological torture, and it's no, like these boys were. There's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Then why are they in
Obviously.
jail?
Yeah.
Get these boys,
But
these
and they
poor
also
boys
said
out.
that they're both in the same jail and they do not talk to each other.
I would like
all.
I would like to meet them just so I could deck them in the face
Kind of want to bonk their heads together
with
like
a
two
chair.
coconuts.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
Flintstones noise?
I am going to
fucking losers.
I am
They
going
become
to
one
Yeah.
loser. Fucking loser.
I am going to high five their face with a chair.
Yeah. Just wait until my friends
well,
hear about this.
I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
It's 11:10 at night. Mommy's getting tired. I want to go home and get Stony Danzed.
Yes.
And
Stony baloney.
yeah. All right. Well, you can find us on buymeacoffee.com/coffeescream if you would like to support the show.
Yes.
You can find our Twitter at @CScreamPod. See the letter ScreamPod. It's Just G. It's just with one S on Twitter. Piper and Chris are on Twitter, but you can find them through me.
Yes.
Let's see here. Christopher. You can find him every Tuesday.
Tuesdays, twitch.tv/WonderTime Theater.
Go hang out. It's a great time.
Thank you. I'll show you some weird shit.
He
in good
sure will.
movies. Or bad movies.
You never know.
We find the meat. I always find the meat.
You always do.
Sweet.
Gary
sweet,
knows.
Sweet, warm, pink center.
Jesus Christ.
What? That was Gary. He had his hand on my shoulder.
Gary.
Say it again.
Gary.
No.
Bad influence.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's
He's calling the shots now.
You
You're
can
driving me
find me on Instagram at PiperA04, And the podcast Instagram is Coffee and Scream Pod.
Yes. And you can also email us at coffeeandscreampodcast@gmail.com if you have case suggestions. We are on YouTube. We are on Apple. We are on Spotify. Please, subscribe, share it with your friends, leave a nice review. It really helps a lot.
Kiss us on the forehead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me
I got a big
give me a
forehead.
sweet little kiss on the cheek. Well, so do I. That's why I have bangs.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I have to hide
Maybe I need those.
my 5 head.
My
Alrighty.
11 head.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay then.
It's not that big.
Is it?
No,
No, you're fine.
Are you sure? Are you
No.
lying?
Mine looks like I probably should start headbutting people.
Look at that.
I got all this forehead, no
Your
headbutts.
forehead is normal size. I don't
No,
know
that's
why you
fine.
have like head dysphoria.
There's no wrinkles. There's no letter M.
No, it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's like
It looks spackled.
Yeah,
You
barely
spackle it?
even wrinkles. Yes,
Oh.
I spackle it.
You spackle your
You don't look
head.
surprised often. I think that's why
I
there's no
don't.
wrinkles. You
I
never
don't.
like.
I have a very blasé face.
yeah.
I'm not bothered.
You've never been surprised.
Never.
Wow.
I'll
No,
see
like-
coming a mile away.
Yeah, you're like I've seen it all.
I feel like you're like the type of surprised that like your eyes just like bug out.
They do.
Like you're just like you're not.
My
like,
eye,
you're
my
just,
eyes
like-
get very big.
Yeah, the whites.
Very.
See your brain sometimes.
You sure can.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Well, until next time, lock your doors and stay safe. And we love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Good job, guys.
Yes.